Taehyung sign used from no mean I can't give this necklace to Jisoo. That is used mom necklace which was gifted to her by used dad on their wedding. Only you have right over it. You remember your grandma was few months after your parent did Mina. I am not asking you to pass necklace to Jiho for good, but just for this wedding ceremony scrunching Anu's interest from last one. Now she was trying to convince mother to pass her sister beautiful necklace to Jiho for attending next day's wedding ceremony of her cousin sister-in-law. Use grammar no Meena. Even for some time I can't give that necklace to Gio. Sorry, concentrating back on making curry for dinner. She and Meena were discussing, or we should say arguing over the ornament in the grandma house kitchen. You were sitting in your room on bed, resting your back on headbook, carrying the necklace passed on to you by your mom. You was remembering your moment past your parent death with teary eyes and pressed lips. Why did you admit you in that school? It was way too costly. You should have admitted her in Geo school. One more instance suffered from you memory. You grandma Meena, you always went to IB board school, and as it is this for you dad saving, you don't have to worry about money. He and her mom had enough savings to support their daughter future and education. Shaking her head. Meena, okay, then we can admit Jiho also in same school. If you can pay fees for your one granddaughter, then why not for other? Gradually shaking her shoulder, but her jealousy was ripping out with each one. You grandma, Meena, that is not my money. I am not paying you fees for my pocket. This is everything belonged to her because of her parents, family, and Kanya. Whatever was mine, I had already given everything to you except that one pair of bangles, which I will give it to you as my blessing. You, mom, never asked a single penny when we sold our house because you wanted money to give it to your husband to start his business. Even though, as per you, dad will, you both were Tomlins. It was you, mom, and dad. You took care of everything. You dad operation and statement. You and your husband never bothered for anything. Joseph was not even there to support us when your dad passed away. It was you, dad, who did everything. That day he became my son. They both never gave away the responsibility toward me even after your dad is so mean. I don't want you to bring this topic again. I can't let Jeho to have anything which is rightfully belong to you, even though both are my daughters and I love them. We both equally gives and look to her daughter. Girl bravery and felt a stream of tears on her cheek. Once again, you remember how you was excited to show up and the greeting card you made for your auntie for her birthday, but your examination went away within a second when you saw tears in your mother's eyes and your father was consoling her in their bedroom. Your mom's sister did not talk to me. She just took wishes from mom, but when I went to wish her, she just cut the call sobbing in her husband arms. You dad, why did you go? Every year the same thing happens. Comfort her, pulling her more in his arms and carries her head with his other hand. You mom just don't let this known to mom. I acted like sister talking to me over phone. Mom will feel bad. She should not know all these things. Sobbing and punching her husband shed in her fist. You dad, okay, my darling wife, now please stop crying, wiping her tears. How much your mother loved your sister, you know it. You had seen abundant love and longing in her mother eyes for her sister. You mom, you, this is for Jiho. We will save it when we meet her. We will give it to her and then we will take your both pictures with same dress. You both will look like an angel. You remember how on your every birthday your parents used to buy same thing for you and Jiho? Well, which most of the time they used to pass her through you, grandma. Taehyung was looking at his wife's pale face. You was lost in your own world, not realizing his presence beside you. He pulled you in embrace, keeping your head on his chest. You buried your face in his chest, crying bitterly in his arms. You auntie felt jealousy for mom just because she was beautiful, intelligent. Everybody used to love her, and she married a man who was best in all grades for an ideal life partner. Can be this a reason to hate someone? Taehyung breaking down in his arm. Taehyung, do just forget everything. There are a lot of people who can't see anything good happening in other life. She was jealous over your mom. Fate tried to console you. Jealousy passing bitter love and continue. If you would ask me, Taehyung mom should have felt jealousy of auntie. Auntie was more destined over mom. Auntie was biological daughter of grandma and grandpa, whereas mom was adopted. How mom would felt after knowing the harsh reality of her birth. We can't even imagine how she would have accepted the bitter truth that her own parents threw her on roads to die. I know grandma and grandpa loved mom same as auntie, but she must have felt a burden over them somewhere in the heart over her entire childhood. She would have suppressed all her wishes in her just not to wait. Grandma and grandpa, goodness, you was voicing out the pain and agony your mother must have felt over these years. Dang, you please stop crying. I can't see you like this with monsters. He tightens his hold over you and carries your head with other hand. You, auntie, did not see the love of her life breathing last moment of his life. The young mom saw dad dying in front of her eyes. I saw her helpless in her last moments, for not able to help him out. She loved dad with all her heart. She saw him going away from her. Auntie was fortunate to see her daughter growing up in front of her eyes. She could shower to her love and care over her, but mom, she had to leave her only daughter in her most tender age. As I pain in her eyes in her last moment, she was saying sorry for leaving me in this world to fight alone. How she would have felt crushing all the dreams which she would have seen with for our little family. Auntie could not finish remembering the most terrible incident of your life. You broke down miserably. Seeing your heart out, Taehyung also felt stream of tears on its cheek. He tightened his grip over your petty figure in assurance. Hannah covered her mouth with her palm to control herself after knowing last moment of you, mom and dad. She was sitting in front of you and Taehyung on their bed. Mona took Mrs. Kim inside like she was crying over her best friend Fate. Even though Mona never met you, mom, she felt an unknown connection with her after knowing about her from her sister-in-laws. Hannah, I know that time your mom would have felt broken, but she must be feeling content now seeing you happy with Taehyung. She always trusted Taehyung with you, said after some time controlling her tears. You raised your head from Taehyung, just breaking their hug and looked at Hannah. You love yourself. Mom loved her big mother. Hannah, I know your mom was like that only. She loved everyone. It is Meena fault, or should I say bad luck, that she could not understand her loving sister, and we should not try for those people who are not worth of it. I know you must be feeling betrayed right now, but dear, leave the past behind. We all are with you and we love you. You have Taehyung with you, right? Here is your face and wipe your tears. Mrs. Kim, you are my daughter, no? Pulling you in her arms, here is your hair. You pepped in her arms, kept your head on your mother's chest. You nodded, crying bitterly, feeling so it is under her care. Hannah raised your hair with all her love, whereas as Mona rubbed your back to soothe your pain. Tang looked at four ladies in front of him. You was truly the daughter he will blessed to have such a caring family. Mona, go and wash your face. And then we all were going downstairs for lunch. You have not even your breakfast, wiping your tears when you were broke your hug with Mrs. Kim. Mona, Taehyung, you also get up, go get freshen up and come down trying to control situation. Soon Hannah, Mrs. Kim, Mona left from their room and you come out from washroom to face Taehyung. Taehyung stayed at your pale and empty tears. He came to you and cupped your face in his both palms and kissed your forehead with his all love and then kissed your eyes one by one to reduce the burning sensation. Taehyung, I love you, kitten, and I can't bear a single tear in this beautiful big doe eyes. I want to see our beautiful future together in them. Staring, looking in your eyes, I love you, Taehyung. Just be with me as always, keeping your head on his chest, wrapping your arms around his waist. Taehyung, you don't have to voice out, kitten, tightening his arms around your pretty figure. They both came downstairs for lunch. You were silent, but your mother-in-law insisted and avoided behaving normal with you, trying to involve you in their day-to-day conversation. Post-lunch, Taehyung took you back to room and made you sleep. Even you slept immediately. You was facing terrible headache, and last night you did not have enough sleep. You was mentally tired. Taehyung was working on his Mac, sitting beside sleeping you, glancing you every now and then. When he heard knock on the door, he went to check the visitor. It was his brother, Jungkook. How is sister-in-law? In low voice, he just came back from office, and before going to his room, he came to check on his sister-in-law. Tying her better best to digest that betrayal, whispered, closing the door of his room and coming out. He did not want to disturb your sleep due to their talks. Jungkook, we should not have left them to escape that easily. They need to pay for whatever they did with sister-in-law, with Rain shaking his head. Taehyung, do you think I will leave them? They will pay for each and every tear, not only you shed, but also use mom, with gritted teeth and furry eyes, but then continue with soft voice and moist eyes. Mom told me long back I used to call her as mom. She used to love me like her own son. Even when I was child, she trusted me with her most precious possession and her son. It is my responsibility to make them regret over their sins, causing tears. It is only my wife's eyes, but my mother's eyes as well. I asked Roger to find their weakness. Nine skips garden. Post dinner, all Kim family gathered in garden area for regular chit chat to enjoy caramel custard pudding made by Mona. But the main aim of this gathering was to behave normally with you, to bring you out from that aroma. Jungkook and no silly jokes over Taehyung brought small smile on your face. At least for some moments you forgot the biggest betrayal you went through of your life. Taehyung looked at you. Your eyes were glittered even when you was trying to put fake smile on your face. He pulled you closer and wrapped his arm around your shoulder inside her. Young man, I need to give maximum to her to get her out of the shell. Thought and give his most genuine smile to you. Taehyung was spending maximum time with you, though he joined office for next day. He knew how much his wife loved their regular routine. He used to come to home early to take you out for long drive or just to be around you. Your family was helping you overcoming this phase of your life. Your mother-in-law showering all their love and care on you, which you missed over these years. Your sister-in-law took you for gathering, planning by the friends to gel you up with them. Jungkook and Arnav planned for one evening to go for bowling along with the youngsters of the house just to divert your mind. Taehyung took you for musical concert of for old songs which gave much needed peace to your dominant heart. You was also recommend Mona to join her friend art exhibition in art gallery. Time skips 1 week later. It has been 1 week and you was back to most of your normal self. Even though whenever you remember about the betrayal, your eyes used to fill with unshed tears, but you had accepted the reality and eliminated them from your life. You deleted their contact numbers and pictures from your phone, and you was trying your best to concentrate on your beautiful future, spending time with your caring family and love of your life, your husband. It office ranks cabin. Roger sir, Joseph family are very in our family. Sorry, but we could not find out any weakness except they have one litigation going on in lower district court of over land between Mr. Dinnell and his other brother, late Mr. Divijay's sons, gulping audibly. He was well aware his statement will unfriendly this past and go on, Roger, whatever you know in authority wise. Roger, this is around 4 acres of farming land which was initially owned by father of Mr. Dindal, who passed away without any will. So automatic land was transferred to three sons, that is Mr. Dindal, late Mr. Dinvijay and late Mr. Deepak's father. Dinvijay Gordon's son stayed back in the village and are meeting their daily needs through farming over the land. 15 years back, Mr. Joseph will come over that land asking his share, but Mr. Dinvijay's sons are fighting with the camp that they were taking care of farms and land. Over last 4 decades, so land should completely belong to them. The case is still going and provide information in professional terms. Then Mr. Joffe owned one shop, right? Narrowing his eyes, thinking something deeply. Roger, yes, sir. If it is sweet shop, but not running in good condition. He has some 5 lakh of loan from bank on his head, shrugging his shoulder. Taehyung, who is Mr. Lawyer for land dispute case? After some time of thinking, Roger, Mr. He is local lawyer. In conclusion, he was not sure what dangerous plan is going on his boss. Taehyung, let's do one thing. Get the paper ready for partnership data as act between Sahila and Mrs. Meena. Make sure this should be backlanded according to years. They get them signed by Sahila and then pass them to their lawyer. Ask him to get Mrs. Meena sign on them. Convince them that she will be nominee of that dispute land for Joseph share. I don't need to tell you how you will construct that lawyer or how you will get her signatures, but I need her sign on that partnership date. I am a clear Roger, ordering in deep voice. Roger, sure, sir, I will do this with no jungkook. But Hang then go to court and it will not much difficult for them to prove invalidity of that partnership date since registration date of deed will come in question. Also, all deals which Sahil would have done will have only his signature. In unsure voice, he was pointing out loopholes in the young plan. Young agreed, Cookie. I know there are many loopholes, but with our judicial system, we know how much time it will take for them to prove our innocence. We have Sahil as well. He does not have any option but to obey us. We can get one of high-profile lawyer for him just to keep the case hanging. Also, the lenders who are searching for Sahil for their money will get new target. They will not be concerned whether this is valid contract or not. Mrs. Sina can be there easy prey in dangerous voice passing devil's milk. Doger correct, sir. Incorrect handling of funds and unethical ways of doing business will surely cause her police custody and acknowledge his boss theory. Once we get signature from Mrs. Meena on contract, then only have a raid on Mr. Joseph's shop from Health and Food Administration Authority provided as unsafe for local community to have food from such unhealthy place. This will cause him from mandatory shutdown of the shop and will be difficult to pay. Went to his blank loan calculate why he was confident on his plan to make that family life miserable. Roger, sure, sir. I will keep you updated as discussed in professional tour. Taehyung nodded, looking at him. Jungkook hung, but will you get Jiho escaped that easily, scrunching his eyebrow to his brother after Roger left from his cabin. Taehyung, oh, are you feeling bad for her? Teased his little brother with narrow eyes, pressing his lips to control his laugh.